Hello and welcome. You join us for this second part of our street view exploration of the Belgian city of Ghent. We're going to drop right back into roughly where we were last time, somewhere around this square, I think, the Grunten Markt. Yeah, this is where we were. Now, we've already seen enough incredible old architecture in this town to satisfy us for a normal city, but this is of course Belgium, which is a place with so much architectural heritage. Frankly, I'm jealous. And we've entered a pedestrianised quarter of the town here. Really enjoying seeing the outdoor seating. Something I really admire about the Europeans, although of course you have it elsewhere all around the world, is cafe culture. The way that if it's an even faintly sunny day like today, although judging by the street here it looks like it may have rained earlier, this being September, it's early autumn, September 2024. At the first hint of sunshine, we love to get outside with a coffee, tea and a slice. Perhaps in Belgium they'd have a waffle, or who knows, a crepe, and enjoy being outside amongst their fellow people. Just a wonderful juxtaposition here of these classical pieces and the more local style Flemish step gable. Wonderful colours as well. Brickwork, painted. Yeah. Just fantastic. I love the way that the brickwork is broken up by these little bits of masonry, the kind of red and white striped patterns and the shapes here, the little dots above the window. It kind of confuses the eye, it gives you a little bit of a sense of being visually overwhelmed. You can't quite focus and take it all in at once. Just a lovely place to be walking around, no doubt. And everywhere you turn, there's something else for the eye to rest on. Tower there, steeple. Seems as though we may be coming out into something of another square here, perhaps? Aha, the river. We have reached the river. The cannon. Don't forget, please, that the plural of cannon is cannon. I wonder if we can get a better view of the riverside here. Yes, here we are. Wow. Take a look at this. There's a lot to see here. First of all, I love this little kind of jetty here, the covered jetty. I think that would be a fantastic place to have a meal on a warm summer's evening. We've got the ironwork on the railing. Nothing too special, but not just a load of parallel lines. A little bit of effort and thought's gone into that. Love this tower here with the kind of like a crow's nest at the top. Great fun. And over this side, here we get a sense of really what it might have been like to live in Ghent in medieval times. Wonderful, the sun caught on the facades over there. Which side of the river do we want to be on? I think we'll head back the other way and see if we can stay in the centre inside the canals. But I will, before we head back over there, just go and take a look at this. Isn't that just stunning? Look at the ornamentation here. Just wonderful. The piper, kind of a bit of a Jack in the Green face here. The mother. I'm no expert in iconography, I'm not sure of what it all means. But just having it out in public spaces, I believe, gives a real sense of kind of, I was going to say levity. Levity isn't quite the right word. It's sort of the importance of a place, the importance placed on culture and aesthetics. It can elevate us, certainly much more so than steel and concrete. Just a lovely little back street here. You know, I keep being drawn off into diversions because there's just so many lovely places to walk. You know, I wasn't even intending to go this way. I think we'll take a glance. Something I love about this section here, that I also love about many other streets we've seen. I will go back to where we were intending to go in the first place. Something I love is the way that we have slightly differing levels of floors, slightly different elevations, which means that there isn't kind of a series of straight parallel lines, which might be a little bit boring for the eye. You know, everything is just ever so slightly higgledy-piggledy. It means that the eye doesn't rest too long, it keeps leading us down. It's a real visual journey through the street. Just lovely over there. I love those step gable shapes. We do see them every now and again in London. There is quite a history actually of Flemish architects moving to my country and contributing to our own architectural heritage. So if you take a walk around areas like, say, Earl's Court in London, there are quite a few step gable bits of architecture to be seen in the kind of late Victorian architecture. But it's far from as ubiquitous as it is here. Now, is this the same bridge? No, this is actually a different bridge. I think maybe we'll be looking at that one earlier. But yeah, a different crossing. And now hold on a moment. I think we'd better go and take a look over there. But I do just want to admire this great row of gabled windows here. Fantastic. We need to go and see what's going on over there. No doubt we will make it over there eventually. But let us be led by the trail of aesthetic gems. So much attention to detail here. Oh, I like the way that even when you take a look at this glass, which may well be very old, I wonder if these are lead-lined casings for the glasswork. We've got variations in kind of transparent and green colours. Now, I believe that we may be approaching, yes, this is the castle. The Castile, I believe, is the Dutch word for it. Built in the 13th century, I think. And the town, well, in fact, I was going to say the town sprung up around it, but I don't think that's quite true. I believe Ghent was founded in the 7th century with a pair of monasteries, abbeys, and of course the castle came later. And later still came all of this. I mean, wow, what a fantastic square. This lady here knows it, taking a photo of all the wonderful buildings to be seen here. Just a stunning scene, you know, a full 360 degrees of fabulous facades. The castle, very, very special. Very, very special place indeed. We come to another crossing here. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I notice quite a lot in the lowland countries, in Belgium and the Netherlands, the window shutters have often got a kind of a geometric design on them. I think it may be different in different places. Perhaps it's redolent of the region that we're in. I think we're in East Flanders here, so perhaps if we were in West Flanders or in a different part of Belgium, we would be seeing a different pattern, a different kind of regional insignia. I love these designs, these kind of cornucopic designs done in stonework. Something you see often in Victorian architecture. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. You know, if I lived in Belgium, I would just be wandering around every day, any moment, any chance I could get outside, I'd just be walking the streets, marvelling at what I was seeing. Absolutely stunning. Stunning. He's enjoying himself. Lovely, the reflections in the windows too. You know, it just makes such a difference to be exploring a place like this, where a lot of care and attention has gone into maintaining some consistency in the style of architecture. I mean, in fact, I say that it is actually very inconsistent. You know, there's a mixture of these kind of more plain classical styles. There's the step gables, then kind of more opulent French architecture. There's the medieval. But I suppose what I mean is that there is clearly an enthusiasm in this country for the aesthetics of architecture, for building not only for function but also for beauty. So many modern buildings in London where I live, in fact I say so many, almost all are kind of boring blocks, copy-paste apartment buildings, or it's great glass and steel and concrete structures with almost no distinguishing features, or if indeed there are distinguishing features, they are the sorts of things that a modern architect who is trained in, I should say trained, perhaps I mean brainwashed in the modern style, the sort of thing that they might be able to point to as well. There's a particular shape here, there's a particular clever, obscure idea that I've referenced, but it's not something that it's easy for the general public, the people walking through the streets where the buildings are, to pick up on and enjoy. Wow. Now we've come through this lovely pedestrian street here out onto the canal side, and we've stumbled upon, honestly, what surely is one of the marvels of the world. I mean, just take a look at everything we can see here. Of course, the beauty of it all enhanced by the water. But just stunning. I believe we saw this tower, actually we did from the other side, so we were, I think in the first episode of this exploration, we were in the square over there. The variety of it as well. Just always something new for the eye to pick up on. Absolutely stunning. I wonder if it's somewhat a reflection of Belgium's mercantile history, the trade that its merchant people used to make the country wealthy enough to build all of these incredible buildings. I wonder if it's a reflection of that kind of entrepreneurial spirit that is manifest here in the variety of different buildings. In that, we've got this row here, probably all built around the same time, although actually I say that this looks considerably newer, but these all look as though they could be from at least the same century. And rather than sticking to a uniform plan for the whole street, every architect and every builder, or every wealthy person commissioning them, has opted for a different design to distinguish them from their fellows, something to make them stand out, something to express themselves with. It's a truly amazing scene. I mean, just wonderful. So I wonder actually if now might be a good time if we see if we've got any more dates to look at. Yes, we've got May here. We've got a late spring. Just hoping that we might be able to see something perhaps a little bit more sunny, a little bit brighter. No, it's reverted to September. I wonder if we can get up onto this bridge. If we can jump up. Here we go. Wow. Now how do we get back? If I press backspace? No. I know there's a control you can use in GeoGuessr, where if you want to just take a step back to where you just were, you can press a key on the keyboard. I don't recall which one. Now this looks like it could perhaps be the cathedral. I'm sure there is a cathedral in Ghent. Whether this is it or not, I'm uncertain. We were here earlier. Here's the McDonald's. So I think this is probably a good place to end the video, on this bridge here with incredible views on every side. I wish we could stay on this bridge. Okay, I think I've managed to get us a secure spot on the bridge, and we're just going to step forward using the arrow keys so that we don't get jumped to under the bridge with the students. And just hoping to get a slightly better view of what we can see this side. Well, I had very high hopes for Ghent, remembering particularly this area by the canal side from my visit many years ago. And Ghent, you have certainly delivered. What a place to walk around. It's small, it's compact. You can definitely walk across the whole thing in under half an hour, I would say. So you could probably plan in a day visit here if you wanted to and see quite a lot of it. I don't doubt that there are some spots, there will be some places in the town that were worth seeing that I've missed. If you're familiar with Ghent, perhaps you're a resident here, then do let me know in the comments if there are some other particular streets that I should have taken a look at. And I will see you again soon for another street view exploration of an interesting city. If you've enjoyed the music in this video, then you might enjoy taking a look at my first channel where I upload all my music. I'll link to that in the description. All of the music in my videos is written and recorded by me. And I think we're going to just end this video surrounded, as I love to be, by step gables and something that we haven't seen too much of, surprisingly, given that we are in Belgium, is the frites shops and this little guy, the fry salesman.